Welcome to round one with some standard seasons pass and a competitive standard league. So we're going to see how it goes. We've won the die roll, so we will play first. This hand, what do we think about this hand? I like this hand. It's got a couple of two drops in it. It's got hand disruption, so we can kind of see what they're getting at. And it's got an early removal spell, and it's got a couple of win conditions and a tutor. So yeah, we're going to keep this hand on the play. Let's play the Blooming Marsh and pass the turn. I would like to for our next couple of draws to be a couple of lands though. Okay, looks like we're playing against Mardu vehicles. Um, let's go ahead and see what our opponent is getting at. Okay, so there is a Gideon and an unlicensed disintegration. Well, I think we take the Gideon. It's just the hardest card to beat. So he's probably gonna play the Thraben Inspector. So he top decked the Inspiring Vantage. And he's going to get in there for three, probably, so yeah, second Thraben Inspector. Okay. Like I said, we really could use some land draws, though. We don't know what our opponent is doing that's taking so long. It would appear that he has more than likely DC'd for something, or got up and had to go do something. So he lost connection to the game. He just rejoined it. So hopefully we can get this back on the road. All right, and we're back. So we did top deck of land. So I like casting Ruinous Path here, mainly because if he does play a Heart of Kirin, we want to be able to kill it, and Grasp of Darkness can get there. So, and we don't mind tapping out on our turn. It doesn't matter. We're not holding up counter spells. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and shoot the Toolcraft Exemplar, and we know what his 3 cards are. So okay, so he top deck or he played a Swamp. There comes Zaleel. Okay. So we will probably grasp the allele, or however you want to say it. Land? Not a land, but a pretty good removal spell. I think we're gonna go ahead and murder it. Just in case he plays something with indestructible, grasp can still get around that too. He does have an unlicensed disintegration in his hand, so we can't really just jam this Kalitas out. I think if we top deck a land, though, we are going to Diabolic Tutor. Okay, well, another removal spell is not the worst. Eventually, he's gonna get desperate and stop popping clues. Yeah, I'm okay with taking 2 here. So if he plays a threat at the end of turn, we can grasp it. I just top decked another Gideon. Okay. Oh, that's not good. It's a turn too late. I don't think we could actually win this one now. Like, him getting that Gideon without us having a removal spell is really bad. So we're going to go ahead and name Unlicensed. Just because I think the only way we're going to get back in this game is if we top deck a land and slam Kalitas and start killing creatures. Wow, his hand is all gas. So he's got 1 Avacyn. Grasp can deal with Avacyn. Gideons, Sphere Harvesters, Scrap Heaps, Walking Ballista. So he doesn't even have Heart of. Oh, he has 4 Heart of Karen. Okay. Doesn't have Veteran Motorists. That's interesting. Hmm. Okay. I'll say if we don't hit a land drop here, we're all sorts of in trouble. Oh, I need to drew a Heart of Karen. Oh God. I think we're just dead. Yep, missed too many land drops. All right. So against them, we want the other Lost Legacy for Gideons. Um, all three natural states are coming in. Transgress can probably come out. It's not very good against them. Take out A Seasons Past. Bring in another Kalitas. Take out a Diabolic Tutor. And then we'll take out a Succumb. We'll just try to actually Tireless Trackers might be okay. What do we take out though? I think we take out the Seasons Pass combo. Well, no, we want to leave that in. We take out a Ruinous Path. We'll run it just like this. Uh, this hand would be really good if we knew we were going to get 3 lands. Some early, like we can't keep it. It's his deck's just too fast. We need some early interaction. This hand's actually much better. Yeah, we'll keep that land on top. So like we really want to get to 4 lands so we can start chaining Gontis. Maybe with Gonti we could steal a Gideon or something of that nature and just go for the big blowout. Scrap heap's fine. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and Grasp of Darkness the Scrap Heap's Grounder. Just because like next turn we want to hit a land and play Gonti, like that's our plan. Or we can just Lost Legacy get Gideon out is probably the best way right now. Okay, yep, he did have 2 in his hand. So Lost Legacy proving timely and effective right now. What did he bring in against us? He brought in Obnixilis, Nahiri, 2 Gisela. Okay. So really the things we're like super scared of right now that we are gonna have a hard time dealing with are going to be Obnixilis and Nahiri. So 2 cards in his entire deck. Everything else we can deal with in pretty good fashion. Okay. But we do want this 4th land, like, ASAP. Top deck Giselle, okay, we can murder that. Man. Deck, you just don't want to be nice. We're on 25 lands. We shouldn't have an issue with this. Well, that was a misplay. I probably should have played Tireless Tracker first, but whatever. I really kind of want to hold up Removal Spell anyway. Because he's going to recur Scrap Heap's Grounder. Oh, no, he's just going to draw the card. Okay. I'm okay with this. So he might be setting up for like a flash in Avacyn or something. Hmm. Question is, do we want to play Gonti right now, or do we want to play around Avacyn? Hmm. I think we go for the Gonti right now. So we got the deck in stone. We did get an unlicensed disintegration. I think we're going to take the disintegration away. He recurs, and he's probably going to disintegrate as well. Yep. And see, this deck we're playing against does not run more lands than us. There's no reason he should be 2 lands ahead of us. This is kind of ridiculous. 3 lands ahead of us now. Jeez. This is pretty annoying. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this scrap heap right now, just because I don't want him to untap and flash in Avacyn and make everything indestructible. Let's go ahead and kill this. I'm not gonna kill. I'm not targeting Thraben Inspector because I don't want him to have a creature in the yard to recur Scrap Heap Scrounger with. There's a Kalidas, but what are the odds he has a third licensed disintegration in his hand? Hmm. I think we want to just Gonti, and if we top deck a land, we can play Kalidas and then Fatal Push, Thraben Inspector, and get a token. Okay, so there's another removal spell. It's also an Ailey. No, I'll just take his removal spell away. So what's left in the deck? He's got a deck in stone, which we put on the bottom, so he's not going to draw that anytime soon. And he's got 2 unlicensed disintegrations that can kill Kalidas. Which, if we can stick a Kalidas and remove a creature, then we've already got the good value. Okay, so now we're going to just play the Tireless Tracker, try to get some land draws off of this thing. And we're not going to fetch because we do have Fatal Push ready to go. So if he plays a over a 2-drop, I want to be able to Fatal Push it. And we're not going to swing because if he does have Avacyn, swinging into an indestructible Avacyn is just not good. Yeah, he's got it. Okay. So he's Fatal Pushing to flip Avacyn. Was greedy. Maybe I should have held up Grasp mana. Because now we just die. Yeah. Should have held up Grasp mana. Well, that was a weird game. Like I said, just missing too many lands. He just had all the lands to do what he wanted to do. Alright, well, 0-1.